Hello and welcome to the Critically Clueless. I'm a monk, and today, yes, that's right guys, we are back in Mount & Blade 2 Bannerlords, and we're going to be continuing our Let's Play series. Now, we've been doing this Let's Play series for quite a long time now, and I feel like we're finally getting somewhere. I think this is going to be a really good episode. So once again, guys, thank you so much for joining me. If you have, just come in on this episode, you're going to be having an absolute blast. If you've been watching for the entire series, a big thank you to you. Now, a couple of days ago on the channel, I showed you guys a trade exploit where you can rapidly boost up your numbers on your trade, and I'm going to show you again how to do that in this video. Some people may not have seen that video. Some people were solely only watching and following on this Let's Play, and I figured it might be a good idea just to show you how I'm doing it, like, as I'm doing it as well. A little bit calmer, don't have to condense everything into a single video. So I think I needed to smelt that for a few smelted items. Now, one thing we do need to do is maybe go back to my town. We need a controlled area because we're going to need a town, and we're also going to need a caravan, because I need some money as well. Looking at this, my money is not good. So that's another thing we need to be addressing in this video, is getting us a little bit more money. Now, one thing about this trade exploit is that it will cost you a few thousand dinars, depending on how much resources you're actually doing it with. So keep that in mind, guys. Like I said, I don't want to show you guys how to do it. Plus, I want a cheeky few extra levels. I think once you get level 25, level 50 in trade, there's a couple of really good perks there, and it can really help you out throughout your entire game. I would recommend getting 50 points on it regardless. Honestly, I would. So we're back at my town. So we're going to have to wait here for some time, because I'm going to need a caravan. That's what I'm going to need. Let's have a look. So if we wait here, and then we can try and see if we can find a caravan that approaches. Maybe even be one of my caravans. Let's see what's operating around the area. I do kind of want a couple more caravans, but I think I'm at my companion limit as well, so I don't think that's going to work for me right now. That's a villager. We don't want a villager. We want a caravan. Aha! I spotted the caravan. Now we just need to maneuver the caravan so it's just outside the door, and obviously... there we go. Let's try that. So now if we go over and talk to this caravan, we should be close enough. Now, one of the things we want to do in order to make sure that this exploit works is we want to make sure that the caravan and the town in question have no metal on them. Because what we're going to be doing is we're going to be using all of our smithed metal. So all of our ore, all of our wrought iron, our iron ore, our steel, our fine steel, all these things, all this metal that we've managed to accumulate from smithing. Now, we haven't done a terrible amount of smithing in this series, but we have done a little bit. So we've got a little bit of resources here to use. Now, what we're going to need to do is make sure that neither the town nor the caravan have any metal on them, and they don't, which is fabulous. Then we're going to have to pick a control metal. So it needs to be a metal that we can use to lower and higher the selling price of our metal. Now, I think we're going to use, we've got enough steel in this video, but it can be, you can use literally any metal you want. You just need a single control metal. The rest of it, we're going to use to earn experience. Let's see. Okay, I think we are done. Let's see if we can just get that. There he is. Now, again, what we're going to do is we're going to sell all of our smelted, smithed metal to the caravan. Now, of course, we all know that we can't make any trade experience off this stuff because it is smithed. So what we're going to do is we're going to sell it to him and it's going to be his. Then we're going to buy it back. And from that moment on, that is when we can earn trade experience. We're going to be earning profit off these items. There we go. And so, where is it? Okay, so we've got our steel here. We are going to sell all this steel to the town, and that's going to change the value of all the metal that we have on us, because now it's flooded with metal. It's not going to be as valued. Now we're going to sell and buy back all of the metal that we already sold him. Now, it's not going to cost us as much simply because we gave the steel to the town. And then any more. I feel like console play sometimes is just a little bit too slow. There we go. Now if we go back into the town. And where is it? Where is it? There it is. There's our steel. So we're going to buy that back now. And as we can see, that's increased the value of our fine steel and everything else we have as well. Now let's click on, there he is. We're going to go back and now we're going to sell all of these goods back to him. We now are going to be earning trade experience because we're earning a profit off these items. We just brought them off him for peanuts. We're going to sell them back to him at a better value. Therefore, we are making a profit. Therefore, we're going to be earning ourselves some trade experience. And there we go. Any more? That should do it. And look at that, guys. Now that's a huge amount of trade experience off a single purchase. What's that taken us? 5 minutes to set up and to work? It's barely any time at all. And of course, I barely have any materials to make this work. Now, what that means is if your game, say mid-game, and you have a ton more, more materials than me, you're going to be earning a lot more experience than my character is. Let's see. Let's sell that back to him. And then we're going to buy all this back. Now, of course, we sold all of that metal back to the town to reduce the value of all of the metal on the caravan, meaning that we could buy it back for less. Again, guys, I do have to stress this exploit is not for making money. It is purely for making those levels, getting those points in trade. The sooner you get those points in trade, the sooner you're able to get to level 300 and actually buy yourself a town or a city. And again, I do have to stress this will cost you a little bit because, like I said, this isn't a profit making. This is just an exploit into that experience. Interesting, though, you can actually earn character experience from this as well. It's not just trade experience, it's character experience too. Okie dokie. Personally, I just think this is a really good thing to know. It's been around for a very long time. It's been on PC for a very long time. I'm glad that it works on console too. As you can see here, we got those levels and we're able to therefore pick a perk, and this is the best and fastest way to reach level 300 in trade. Now, it is going to take you some time, and if you don't have the resources, it's going to take you an even more amount of time. But if you've watched that video that I posted a few days ago, in that video, I believe I got 266 levels in a single trade. That's right at the end of the video. I do show that, but like I said, if you have the materials, you're able to do an absolute number on this. There we go. We are now a caravan master. We've got just a little bit to level up as well. Another level would be quite nice for our character. Okay, so that's the trade. So now what we need to do is figure out a way to make some money. I'm thinking maybe we look at a tournament, maybe hope to find a horse. I think that would be kind of a good idea. I kind of wish we was at war, because I feel like it's been a few episodes since we've even been at war. And we, it's been a decent amount of time. I know that so many people comment within my comments on my videos saying that, oh my God, I'm a vassal and my kingdom's always at war. But we haven't been at war for absolute ages now. So I feel like we're missing out a bit. And our money is dwindling. So a war for us would definitely help us out. Let's see if we can perhaps declare war. Western Empire. It looks like we're paying them tribute. And that means I'm paying tribute. That's coming out of my money. We do have enough influence. It's going to cost us 200 influence just to put these forward. Luckily, everyone looks happy to go to war. They are stronger than us. They've got 7,000 troops over our 6,000. They have more castles. They have more towns. It looks like they got more clans too. So this could be a tricky little battle. But hey, what do you know? There is a little army. Not an army, but there's a little troop right next to us. 120 strong. That's an even match for us. Now, I do say this is what I say when it comes to war, when it comes to battling. Only ever step into a fight if you already know you've won before you've even stepped in. I don't like chances. I don't want to lose. And I don't want to be dragged around as a prisoner. I think it sucks. And I don't want to lose all of my top tier troops. But our troops are pretty good. They are pretty leveled. We have a lot of Thanes. These guys, these ranged guys are unbelievably, they're deadly. So we leveled them up and we got ourselves a little bit of leadership. Let's see if we've got a perk. No perk. Okay. So I think we should probably call an army, because these guys are stronger than us, and we do have a couple of party members around. Can even talk then. So let's take those guys. They cost no influence because they are my clan, my party members. Okay, so they are gonna gather. One is not too far away. But let's go after. Here's right down there. Hey, what? Oh, we've lost him. We have lost him. Ah, there he goes. We lost him in the forest, but he cannot escape. Let's have a look, see if we can get him down. I don't really want to times to this too much, just in case we run into someone. Oh, it looks like we got a little bit of support. Well, that's kind of cool. I thought we were going to have our first real challenge when it comes to battle, but it looks like we've got... It looks like we've got some friends. So it is 219 against 120. So, you know, the odds are most definitely in my favor. We outnumber them almost 2-1. But we don't want to take no chances. Let's have a Luke. Oh, I have forgotten the button. There we go. I managed to move along. I forgot the button I was trying to use. I wish it was less clunky with the whole, you know, when it comes to you organizing your troops and being able to place them where you want to place them and how you want to place them. I wish it was less clunky than it actually is. Unfortunately, when it comes to, you know, this being a console port, it's hard. It's hard to work with the mechanics. It really is. We want to be in a loose formation. Now, my troops are like all on that front line there. So whenever we press go, all of those guys on a loose formation, they're going to like rush forward to try and get in the correct formation. Let's just do this. It'd be a little bit easier. So what we want the infantry to protect the archers, because the archers are going to be my real damage dealers, right? They're the guys that are going to be able to do absolute insane damage. The infantry, we want to protect them. There we go. So if we order them in front, and then the cabs, we can get them to attack. Let's try and get this little bit. My horse just is not fast enough for that. Swing and a miss. There we go. Now let's sort out our troops a little bit more. Let's have a look. They look pretty. Let's think. What are we doing? We're going to have them engage. It's going to take them a while, mind. We're going to need to move forward. It looks like the enemy didn't want to engage us. So let's move. Make sure both of them are moving forward. Let's put the archers here. And then we're going to have to reposition. There we go. Infantry. We can pop them. Pop them there. Okie dokie. I guess I should really get into this battle and try and help out a little bit. Looks like we've won already, if I'm honest. Let's get in there, get us some points. We need one-handed skill up a little bit more. I really need a two-handed weapon. I know that means I need two-handed skill, but at the moment I can't afford a decent two-handed weapon. We're not at the ability to be able to craft us a decent two-handed weapon either. And personally, I think having skill in both one-handed and two-handed is really, really good. I think sometimes you need a one-handed skill, especially when it comes to castle sieges, castle defenses especially. I think having that shield and sword is really useful. If not a shield and an axe, for instance. Axes are really good because you can like hammer through other shields. I think they do greater damage against armor as well. Look at these guys. These guys made the battle. They managed to do a good job. My infantry didn't quite make it, I don't think. But hey, we won, and a win's a win. Gained some renown, a tiny bit of influence. Prisoners. Do we want any of these prisoners? No. I don't think we do, but look at all that loot. That's really cool. So we can get to sell all that, actually get a decent profit off all that stuff as well. Any weapons, of course, we're going to use for smelting. Smelt down just to give us a few more materials, hopefully a few more levels into smithing. And now we need to find ourselves another battle. What's over here? Is that Veron Castle? I remember that in my main campaign. That was the first castle that the Valandians gifted me. But, yeah. Actually, let's really quickly just pop up here. There's a tournament here. And it might be a horse. If there's a horse, I could really use that. What is that? Join tournament, a scalpel. I think that's a weapon. We don't want a weapon. It's not going to be decent. Well, you're probably talking like 2, 3, 4,000. Bron Castle. Looks like that battle is over. I wonder if maybe our army got absolutely smacked. Let's have a look. No, I don't see an army. I think we've got the troops to take it, but actually, look. The Empire is attacking one of our castles. Let's have a little look to see what's attacking that. I don't see the point in taking another castle when I am the vassal, because I'm not guaranteed to actually get it, and I'm probably going to take quite a lot of damages to my troops. So what I'm looking for is a good fight, some good levels for my troops, and obviously some good loot. Now I think with our combined force of our personal army, we can take this army. Now it's close, right? 357 versus 292. Now, like I said, I only like to fight fights I already know I'm going to win. That's just a simple case. This is close, and I feel like we're going to have to try and be a little bit tactful here because we don't want to take too many losses. We do technically have 50 more troops, and in my case that's probably 50 more archers, because I do got a lot of archers, and I don't have much of an infantry. That's something I need to sort out. I also don't have much of a cavalry, so I do need to sort that out eventually. Where's the enemy? I'm a bit confused. I feel like we're facing the sea, but I do not see them. I feel like that's the cliff's edge right over there. Did the game put me in the wrong spot or not? I tell you what, I'm gonna go ready. I'm just gonna ready up and we'll see where they are. Let's hold. Ah, okay, they are on the cliff's edge. That's really interesting. Okay, so let's wade through. Of course, my combined troops, there's quite a lot more here.
Archers!
These guys. Let's have them this way.
Soldiers!
That is a lot of infantry.
Move!
Start getting them moving forward as well. See that? We've got 3 parties with us right now, and we only have 30 cavalry units. That's really not a lot at all. We'll get these guys just to follow me, I guess, for now. Their cavalry's trying to flank. Let's have a little look-see at this, see what's happening. Oh, we landed a hit. That was a good little hit, earning us a little bit of experience, I believe. I like it. Make sure we're managing our troops correctly. Don't get too overzealous. Let's get these guys to back up. Don't want to go charging straight into their troops, especially as we do not have the numbers in cavalry to do so. Not really. Not at all. Kind of need to get their troops to either come closer to me or to edge my troops closer to them. Now, this is my archers. These are the guys that are going to be doing an unbelievable amount of damage if I can maneuver them in the right spot. Just want to make sure that they don't do no sneak attacks. Hey, we got a kill. We got a kill. They're just over here. And of course, we got our infantry following us. Just trying to maneuver them in the right spot. Get them to engage. While still, you know, not getting too far away from our archers. There we go. I think we're good now. If we just get our archers to come here, if they move forward, they'll be able to be in range to do a bit of damage.
Soldiers, form a line.
There we go. Make sure they're in the right formation. Follow me! Where are they? They're right down here. We just need to get them a little bit closer. Try and be a bit patient. Oh, I'm a little bit cautious on this one. I think there's a chance we could lose it. We do have the upgraded troops though. There we go. Kushti Kushti. Gonna engage. Make sure we try and keep them tight. Reduce the amount of deaths. Oh, look at all that red. There's so much. Let's try to help out. There we go. That's kind of okay. It's turning. It's turning. We got a kill. We got a kill. No, we didn't. We got a miss. A swing and a miss. There we go. Doing a little bit of damage. I swear I miss more than I ever hit. That horse was in the way. Well, look at that, guys. That wasn't so bad, was it? Looks like we're mopping up now. I think that was quite a that was a conclusive victory. I quite like that. It was touch and go for a second. The numbers in that battle was a little bit close, but hey, a lot of people managed to do better victories than that. But I'm going to take that. We're still very early in our playthrough. And of course, it's all about building up that experience to get those top tier troops. Once we've got those top tier troops, and we start kind of like expanding our army numbers, we're going to be able to do bigger, better, and badder battles, which is quite cool. We've got the archers, obviously, and after this battle, I'm assuming we're going to be able to level a few more of them up. But hey, we need an infantry. We need more infantry units. We need more cavalry. Look at that. Our cavalry is down in huge numbers. Now, luckily for us, we do have a surgeon, a pretty good ranked surgeon as well. So when it comes to deaths, hopefully that number is a little bit down and it's not anywhere near what it could have been if we didn't have a surgeon. I thought we'd won this battle, but I think there's got to be someone sit around that's actually thinks, look, this guy seriously thinks he can take on our entire army on his own, refusing to give up. He hasn't rooted, which means he hasn't, so he hasn't, like, you know, retreated, which is a problem. There we go, done a little bit of damage. Well, he's done. Where's the last one? There's still one more person around. But yeah, so we do need to work on our troops. And look, I try to help out as much as I can on this channel to give advice and the reasoning behind the way I do things on the channel. And when you very first begin to build your army, getting those more experienced troops and leveling your troops up is so important, because once you have 200 level and trained troops, after that, guys, you're almost unstoppable, because most of the people are running around with, you know, tier 2, tier 3, tier 4 troops. But if you have that top level troops between tier 4 and tier 6, or tier 3 even, there's a huge difference. And we got a decent amount of renown from that as well. And we got a good amount of that loot, which is quite cool. 136 of our army was wounded. We did actually lose almost 100 troops, which sucks. But hey, it would have been a lot worse if we didn't have our surgeon. Now, I normally like letting these guys go, but because we have such a, you know, a little amount of money, and we do need to make money, I think we're going to take these guys prisoners. We can sell them for ransom, right? Which is going to be really useful. Now, do we need any of these prisoners? Let's have a look. Now, I was saying I need to improve my cavalry, so I think they would be good recruits. Anyone else? Azari cavalry isn't that good. A Valandian champion, absolutely. And this guy. Now, in a bit of time, we're going to be able to recruit those prisoners, which is cool. And we have some level ups as well. We have 40 levels, which is cool. There we go. Let's level all those beautiful things up. They are absolutely amazing. Do you know what? They're actually really good at melee combat as well, as they carry a two-handed sword. So if they need to do the damage, they will do the damage. They're actually my top suggestion for castle defenses. They're an amazing troop. Let's see, I need more infantry, and we can't do those. Okie dokie. So all that's done, and we got a good few points into leadership as well. And look at all these goodies, guys. That's pretty cool. Let's have a look at this horse. How good is that? Is that better than mine? No, my horse is better, so I can sell it, which is quite cool. We did get a good amount of loot from that, which is exactly what we wanted and exactly why we went to war, because war equals gold for us, and that is a good thing. Looks like our party guys, our brother, and I believe that's our wife, managed to get some levels there too. Now we need to go to a town and just see just how much goodies we managed to get. Now we are disorganized. That is an issue. Hopefully we don't run into something scary. Oh, 1,000 troops. That's kind of scary, but luckily they're going a different way. A different way from us. We have our very own army of 800 marching directly towards them. Who do you reckon's going to win that fight? Without me, probably the Empire. But hey, that is what it is, right? What is our... Okay, so, and let's have a look at the one we got. So the one we got's actually better than the one we had, which is quite cool. So we get a good swap over there. I do like that little bonus that's going for us. Now we're going to sell all of this gear and see just how much money we can actually make off all of the goodies. Now we did have We had 2 battles, 2 convincing battles. We got some good loot off both. So hopefully we got a few thousand here. And hopefully we end the video on, you know, more. Now I do actually want to give my companions some gear. So I might look at keeping the mittens at least. That was the best hat I had. Excellent. Javelins. We can keep the javelins for Smith. The arrows we can sell. We can sell the bows because you can't break them down. This is a better bow, but as you can see, we can't use that on horseback. So let's sell it because we need the money. The shields we can sell. We can't break them down unless there's one better. And I don't think... No, it's not better than the one we have. And all of these weapons, we can actually smelt all of that down. That's going to be some really good crafting materials for us. It's a shame because there's a couple of really high level swords there as well. We could have used the money, and we're going to sell that banner. Look at that, guys. We made 20,000 from that, which is a huge ton more than we actually had. All in all, I think that's a bit of a success. Now, let's just quickly smelt all this stuff down. Give ourselves a little bit of smith experience and a few more resources as well. There we go. We leveled up. But guys, I'm going to end this video here. Thank you for joining me in yet another Let's Play episode. I actually think this is possibly the best Let's Play episode that we've made yet. Let me know down in the comments if you stuck around to the very end. A big thank you to you guys. But anyway, I've been a monk, we've been Critically Clueless, and I'll see you in the next video real soon. Until then, take it easy, and of course, as ever guys, happy gaming.